In this video, we're going to go over how to play as a midfielder in football. I'm going to give you a complete guide going over each area that a midfielder should practice if they want to make a difference on the field. And in case we haven't met yet, my name is Mohammed, and after playing European football in Spain and coaching more than 500 players, I want to pull back the curtain and reveal the 3 pillars you need to become an exceptional midfielder. Because you see, here's the truth. If the coach you're playing for right now has never coached at a professional level, then pay really close attention, because this information will make or break your success in football. And honestly, you have no time to waste because you know this better than I do. The time window to go pro is running out faster than ever. That being said, let's get right into it. The first pillar is your technical ability on the field. There's nothing worse than a midfielder who can't play a pass and accurately control the ball. A midfielder who doesn't have the confidence to make plays is a midfielder who hasn't put in the time to master the ball. If you noticed, players like Sergio Busquets, Luka Modric, and Toni Kroos virtually never lose the ball. These types of players tend to have the highest percentage of completed passes and rarely make a technical error on the field. And you know this better than I do. The best midfielders are able to pass and receive the ball using all parts of their body. This means you need to be working on this constantly. A midfielder who hasn't mastered the ball is essentially useless because you're not going to be able to make an impact on the field. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Coach Mo, what do I actually do? Well, in order to master technique, we first need to break down technique in its simplest form. During my time in the same professional academy owned by Ronaldo Nazario, they told us technique is the ability to pass and receive the ball as fast as you possibly can. Because you see, speed of play is everything, meaning the player who can move the ball quickly creates more opportunities for their teammates. Remember, if you can get the ball from point A to point B using 1 touch, why take 2? And if you can get the ball from point A to point B using 2 touches, why take 3? The more touches you take, the more you slow down your team because the opposition has more time to close down space. Now, that being said, let me give you an action plan you can follow. As you know, I run the Player Incubator Academy, which is an online platform to help footballers improve their game and get them on track to signing for a pro academy. And after coaching hundreds of players, I boiled it down to 4 main areas. I go really deep into the exact progression inside the academy, but let me give you a little taste of what it feels like to be inside of Player Incubator. The 4 areas are passing, controlling, ball mastery, and dribbling. And these are some of the drills you can do for each area of your game. You can simply choose 2 drills per quadrant and create hundreds of workouts on your own. For example, if you pick 2 of these from each quadrant, you will have a total of 8 drills you can do to master your technical ability on the ball. After designing thousands of different sessions, I found that the 5-minute timer per drill is the best way to keep a high intensity while also staying focused. For each session, you should take about 40 minutes to complete it. You can take a screenshot and comment below. I promise to work on my technique so me and everyone in the comments can hold you accountable. The second pillar you need to develop as a midfielder is your physical ability to last 90 minutes. Because you see, even if you're the most technical player on the field, but you can only last 30 minutes before feeling out of breath, then you become useless. And you know this better than I do. As soon as second half comes around, you start feeling a little tired, which causes you to start making silly mistakes on the field. Since your body is building up that lactic acid, it can be hard to stay focused and continue making good decisions. So the question becomes, how do you last at 90 minutes without feeling cramps, soreness, or decision fatigue? Well, the solution is quite simply, you need to play more high-level games on a consistent basis. Running on the treadmill is great, but it's not the same as running in the game where your brain is working just as hard as your body. That being said, when you're playing games, make sure to hold yourself to an extremely high standard and see how long you can last at your maximum potential. And then over time, try to increase the number of minutes you can stay in that focused state of mind. Which brings me to the third and final pillar, which is your technical ability to make the right decision on the field. Your ability to make the right decision is the single biggest indicator of your success in this game. Coaches and scouts are looking for a player who can make a positive impact on the field. And in order to make a positive impact, you have to decrease the number of mistakes you're making and increase your success rate when making decisions. Here's the best way to do this. Number 1, you need to record your games every single weekend. Number 2, spend 50 minutes every single day analyzing a portion of your game. This way, you'll get in the habit of doing it every single day, and since it's only 15 minutes, you won't get bored. Number 3, as you watch your games, take notes and constantly ask yourself, What was the best move on the chessboard? Number 4, make sure to pause and replay the video to find out all the possible things you could have done every time you were on the ball. Number 5, count the total number of mistakes you made during the entire game. The goal is to reduce that number with every game that you play. That being said, analyzing your games is 10 times better than analyzing a professional match because you get to see yourself in real time. Remember, the only way to consistently improve is through feedback and analysis. So if you haven't been doing this all along, start this week. Go out of your way to get someone to record the entire match for you. Now to recap what we've covered in this video, you learned that the 3 pillars to becoming an exceptional midfielder is 1, your technical ability on the field, 2, your physical ability to last 90 minutes, and 3, your tactical ability to make the right decision at the right time. You also received a game plan to improve each attribute, so go back and rewatch the steps and actually implement them into your upcoming week. Remember, if you don't apply what you've seen in this video, then that means you haven't learned. If your behavior doesn't change after learning something new, then that means you've wasted time. Like, think about the number of videos you watched, got super excited, and then forgot to take action. Don't let the cycle repeat itself. Break the cycle and then spend the next 10 minutes planning out your next week. But if you want a full game plan to improve your technical, physical, mental, and tactical ability on the field, become a standout player, and get on track to signing for a pro academy, then you need to watch this video I made earlier this year. It'll break down the simple training I did to go from being an average 15-year-old playing on my high school team to moving halfway across the world to play European football in Spain. Plus, how it helped other footballers just like you become the best in their team, sign for pro academies, and receive call-ups to their national teams. You can click somewhere on the screen for the video, and I'll leave a link to the video in the description below so you can check it out. I hope you enjoyed that video as much as I enjoyed making it for you, and on that note, I'll see you there.